Hugh Jackman, the Australian powerhouse whose chiseled jaw and gravelly charm have made him a staple from Broadway stages to Hollywood blockbusters, has a knack for turning mishaps into memorable tales. His latest anecdote, drawn from the glittering chaos of live theater, is no exception. A bladder-busting blunder during a performance of Beauty and the Beast that left him soaked, stunned, and secretly amused. Shared on a popular radio show with the candor that defines him, it's the kind of story that humanizes a star who's embodied everything from the feral Wolverine to the ringmaster P.T. Barnum. In an industry where perfection is the expectation, Jackman's willingness to laugh at his own vulnerabilities is refreshingly raw. The setup is classic Jackman. Mid-run in the titular role of the Beast, he's at the mercy of a demanding script that requires vocal acrobatics, physical feats, and emotional depth, all while clad in prosthetics and fur that would test anyone's endurance. But this wasn't a scripted snag. It was a biological betrayal sparked by well-intentioned but misguided advice. Plagued by headaches that fogged his focus, Hugh turned to a naturopath for relief. The verdict? Dehydration. The prescription? Guzzle water, liters of it, but cut off by 5 o'clock to avoid nocturnal pitfalls. Eager to banish the pain, Jackman dove in headfirst, downing 2 gallons in a day. "I'm like, okay, this is it," he recounts with a chuckle, the memory now a punchline rather than a crisis. What follows is a masterclass in theatrical peril. The opening number, Me, demands everything. A soaring melody, a sweeping lift of his co-star as Belle, and choreography that drags her across the stage in a whirlwind of romance and rage. It's a tour de force, the kind of sequence that leaves audiences breathless and performers drenched in sweat. For Hugh, though, the real drama unfolded internally. As he hoists Belle overhead, a treacherous trickle escapes, warm, insistent, and utterly unforgiving. Clad in skin-tight red tights that leave nothing to the imagination, he feels the damp spread like a spotlight on his shame. Oh, he mutters in recollection, the words dripping with wry hindsight. The horror compounds in real time. His scene partner, perched over his shoulder, senses the shift. "What's going on?" she whispers, her confusion mirroring his mortification. Hugh's halted mid-lyric, marching mechanically as his mind races for escape. The song builds to a crescendo, an F-sharp that could shatter glass or, in this case, his dignity. The choice is stark: belt the note and risk total surrender, or skip it and sabotage the show. Ever the professional, he opts for valor, unleashing the high note as the floodgates open fully. "It was just going," he describes, voice laced with laughter, "the whole way." In a move that's pure instinct, Hugh pivots upstage post-song, foregoing the traditional bow for a frantic jig. He glances down, expecting a telltale puddle, but finds nothing. The tights, now a sodden second skin, have wicked away the evidence like a high-tech wetsuit. Relief washes over him, pun intended, as he realizes his secret is safe. "My boot is filled with P******", he jokes, imagining the squelch with each step, both boots filled. The image is comical, a far cry from the Beast's ferocity, turning a potential catastrophe into backstage legend. This tale isn't just fodder for laughs. It's a window into the grueling reality of stage life. Beauty and the Beast, with its elaborate sets and emotional arcs, demands superhuman stamina. Hugh, at the height of his Broadway tenure, was no stranger to the grind. Rehearsals till dawn, 8 shows a week, all while battling the physical toll of transformation. The naturopath's tip, innocent on paper, clashed with the unforgiving timeline of live performance. Hydration is holy writ for actors, but timing is everything. 2 gallons pre-curtain is a recipe for rebellion. Yet, Jackman's recounting brims with affection for the craft. He doesn't dwell on embarrassment but celebrates the camaraderie, the knowing glances from castmates, the unspoken solidarity of near misses. Theater, he implies, is where heroes are forged in sweat and spontaneity, where a soaked beast becomes a badge of battle. It's this resilience that endears him to audiences, from X-Men marathons to the Greatest Showman's anthems. Expanding on the broader context, such mishaps are the unsung symphonies of showbiz. Legends like Lin-Manuel Miranda have shared wardrobe woes during Hamilton's run, while Meryl Streep once quipped about forgetting lines mid-Mamma Mia. For Hugh, this incident underscores his versatility, a man who can claw through adamantium cages or croon, "This is me," with unshakable poise. Post-Beauty, his career soared. Wolverine sequels, Les Miserables, Jean Valjean, and now, reflections that remind us stars are gloriously human. In sharing this, Jackman doesn't seek sympathy, he offers connection. Laughter, he knows, is the best encore. As he wraps the story, boots metaphorically sloshing, it's clear, In the theater of life, a little leak never dulled his shine.